Welcome to the COTH meeting. We're going on a mission trip. My trusty sidekick intern daughter, Elizabeth. Do you like that, Lizzy?
It's a little weird.
Yeah, a little weird. So, are you excited to go to Camp the Hills?
I'm pumped.
It looks like
I'm so excited.
yeah. So,
So excited.
tell us a little bit about Camp the Hills. Why do you like Camp the Hills?
I love Camp of the Hills because there's never a dull moment. And you'll be more tired than you've ever been in your entire life.
Yeah.
And you'll still be having a good time. Even when you're not having a good time, you're having a good time.
It is. You're right. Great job. Camp the Hills is this 5-day Bible camp where inner city students, specifically designed for a special group of students, and they come and they're going to hear the gospel message, and many of them for the first time. And there'll be people coming to Jesus because of what experiences they have at camp. And our job is we provide all the meals. Our students, they cook, and then they clean up after all the meals, and then they serve all the meals, and they get to know campers, and they provide an experience that these campers have never had before. Isn't that right?
Correct.
So we cook great food. And tell us a little bit about being in the kitchen. Help me have an idea, because maybe I'm listening, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go and cook all week.
Well, if you don't like cooking, you get to clean.
There's options.
Cooking, not everybody's good at cooking, but we make it simple. We break it up into step-by-step.
Step by step.
Step-by-step.
And there's always somebody who is showing you the way. Like when we make pancakes, the pancake morning is a ton of fun. You get opportunity to flip pancakes, serve pancakes. Then we also do homemade pizza. We roll out all the dough, and everybody loves making homemade pizzas.
Everybody gets a job, and it could be a small job, it could be a big job.
What are some of the jobs that we hand out at Camp the Hills?
Well, for cleaning, let's start with cleaning.
Okay, start with
There's dish duty,
dish.
and that sounds
She said
miserable.
duty.
That sounds miserable, but you can actually have a lot of fun. You can feel like a big boss working the dishwasher.
And we
my
work in
job.
teams. We work in teams in the dish department.
Exactly. So we have people who actually like scrub things out. We have people who load the dishwasher, people who unload the dishwasher, people who put stuff away, people who dry, people who take the slop bucket out.
Slop bucket.
That's gross.
What's a slop bucket?
A slop bucket is where we put all the trash and leftovers that we're not going to eat into a big bucket. And it's called slop bucket because it looks like pig slop.
And years ago, it used to get fed to pigs.
Was it?
Yeah, they actually they had pigs that they would feed, and then they would use those pigs to feed the kids throughout the rest of the year. But we can't do that because of all kinds of health rules anymore, so slop's not allowed. So do you know what happens to the slop now?
What happens to slop?
We eat it. No, just kidding. It is
Cereal.
put back into compost. It's put in compost, and it's spread out on gardens, and it becomes fertilizer. But it has to be composted first. So nothing's wasted at Camp the Hills. This is a very efficient. We take care of the kids, and we pay attention to all the details.
It's a very big job. What about cooking? So breakfast time in particular,
Yeah, breakfast.
we have crews. So if you want to work, say you want to be pancake crew, you'll wake up even earlier than everybody else.
Yeah,
And you'll hike.
it'll still be dark.
You will hike up to the kitchen, and this all sounds awful, but it's so much fun, and you can be the first ones up there, and you kind of get to do whatever you want to do. And also, if you're up there early to cook, you don't have to set up tables.
Nice. There's benefits. And we have fresh coffee. We'll have fresh roasted coffee for us to drink in the morning, and all the sweeteners and cream that for those that need sugar and cream.
And ice cream for breakfast.
Ice cream. You know what I think is really special about this? There's something spiritual about this place.
I agree.
And you can't help but feel that you're on sacred ground. This ground was all donated for a specific purpose of bringing the message of Jesus and making it alive. And on one of our last nights, you get to go be a part of a live drama of seeing the story of the Passion Week, of the crucifixion of Jesus, and then the next day there'll be the resurrection. We can't wait 3 days. It's that time of year. But it's very powerful. And there's something about climbing those stairs. We have a photo up here in our loft about everybody gets to see those stairs every time you come up the stairs here at the loft. And it reminds you that you don't have to know what's going to happen at the end of the journey. You just got to take the first step. And Camp the Hills is one of those places where it's a first step. So what do? Make sure that you've done the online registration form. This is the paper version, not the online version. But it looks just like this, and you can fill it out on your computer, save it, and send it to me at llogan@alpinecoc.org. This allows you to also do the health questionnaire and all the release forms and everything that we need. So if you filled this one out for SoulQuest or another trip, then you don't need to fill out another one. It will work. Just make sure we know that you're coming, okay? Now, you can access this online on the church app or on alpinecoc.org/you. Now, let's say you want to pay. The registration fee is
$75.
$75. And you can pay for that electronically. You can bring a check, bring us the cash. And you can go, if you go to alpinecoc.org/give, there's a section for AYM, and just put Camp the Hills or COTH, and send me a copy of that so we know that you paid electronically. Travel schedule is important. There's a lot going on. Sunday, July 11th. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about that morning.
So as you know, usually we drop off our bags during class time, but it's swapped this year. We don't have class at 9 o'clock. We have worship at 9 o'clock. And we don't want to be late for worship. So from 8:30 to 9, whenever you show up to church, just go straight to the bus barn, drop your luggage off. It will be loaded for you. Right?
Yeah.
It'll be loaded for you. And then go to worship. Don't be late. And then we'll have class as usual, taught by Kinsey Norton.
Kinsey Norton, special class teacher.
Afterwards, we'll have lunch with a fun bunch.
Lunch.
In up here, or
it's going to be in the gym, and it's going to be a box lunch. I think they have decided to buy our whole group lunch from McAllister's. It's a little place here in town. You might have heard of it.
It's not very big yet.
No, it's catching on though.
As soon as we're done with eating lunch, saying our goodbyes, we'll leave from the bus barn. So you walk from the gym to the bus barn and get on the bus.
Party time.
And
road trip.
Then we're not stopping.
No.
Just kidding. If you need to stop, we will make it work.
Yeah, we're going to have a little rest stop, but we're going to get on down the road. We stop for dinner in Georgetown, and we stop in the same place every year, so you're going to need to bring money for that, as well as snacks. I don't know what snacks
Never
are.
had a snack.
I think it's something from Dr. Seuss. So bring money for that meal, and then you're also going to need to bring some money for the return trip, lunch, and then like with trips, be prepared. Come ready to, you never know when we'll have an impromptu. We're going to run into town and grab some lunch or grab some dinner or go get a snack, drinks, something like that. So
or
bring some up.
Maybe get a T-shirt from camp.
Yes, bring my. I'm so brag.
Brag.
I'm so brag. So glad you brought up the T-shirt. So each year, Camp the Hills, they have all these cool design T-shirts, and so you'll want to buy them. You can buy it on Friday, and you'll be able to pick out your T-shirts and pay it. They usually cost anywhere from $15 to $50. $50. It's not a T-shirt; it's a hoodie, and they have cool designs, and so people like to typically get those. Each night, lights out. Typically, it's pretty late. We have a devotional out on the basketball court every night. And we also have devotional during the day. And this year, our own Donna Bogue, who we love Donna, and she's coming and she's going to be leading devotionals every day. And her lessons are already completed, and they're going to be hanging up so you can see them. And we're going to be working out of Romans chapter 12. And it'll be really cool. We'll take a break in the kitchen every day for a time in the Word and in prayer. And Don always does a wonderful job with that. And then at night, Lizzie and I will be putting on the devotional, and we'll all be working. It'll be student-led, adult involved out on the basketball court. It's always a special part of camp. And daily schedule, we've gone over a little bit, and you can see kind of what the schedule is. It won't change at all during the week. There's just flexibility about which crew you're going to be on. And we'll get that when we do our orientation meeting after we get there. We do serve all the meals, and the COVID change. So we'll have 2 of every meal: 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch, and 2 dinners. We'll serve so that there's a little staggering going on, so the campers aren't all in the same room, and it'll just help give a little protection. You will have to wear your mask, though. You got to wear your mask.
Camp rule.
Camp rule. The health department's not going to let them open if we don't follow some of these, and we want these kids to hear the gospel. So bring your mask, be ready to wear it, and we're going to love on these kids, and we're going to go right past these barriers that can slow us down. What do you bring, Lizzie?
Bring your Bible.
It's important.
And a pen or pencil and a journal, whatever you use to get in the Word.
Because we're going to do that every day. There'll be opportunities, and we're going to set time aside and learn. Now you've stayed in. You went as a 7th grader all the way through senior, and now as a college student, you're going back. And so the dorm's pretty nice.
Definitely step up from what they used to be.
They are. I would say several steps up from what they used to be. And so you're going to need some items in order to keep your body clean and fresh. And that's going to be, you got to provide sheets or a sleeping bag for your bed.
Toiletries. Toiletries. Make sure you bring soap and deodorant.
Shampoo.
It's going to be hot, so keep your body clean.
We're serving.
And also, you're serving food. Don't be dirty.
No dirty. Can't have dirty clothes. Serving food. That's not allowed. So that's not a health violation.
Bring towels, too.
So we got private showers in each of the cabins and private changing areas, and sure thankful for those. And you got to bring some special clothes. To cook in the kitchen. What kind of shoes do you need?
You need closed-toed shoes.
It's required.
No chacos. Mm-hmm. We all hate to hear it. No chacos.
You can change in and out of your chacos, but you have to keep up with them.
No, yeah. If you lose them, that's on you.
Yeah.
You'll need a hat or some sort of hair covering.
Yeah.
And
check this out.
You'll need your apron. So if you came to the apron decorating party last night.
Hold that up over there by you, Lizzie. Gets cut off by me. This was one of the aprons that was made by Rachel. She's also going to be one of the interns on this trip. And so if you didn't have a chance to make an apron, there's still time, right?
We will bring supplies for you to make it Sunday night when we arrive at camp.
And then we'll keep the supplies all week long because people will they keep decorating, keep adding to their aprons. We have to wash them to keep them clean. And so often there's a need to freshen them up and add some more decorations.
And it's always fun to have your campers at your table sign it at the end of the week. That's a tradition.
You will need to have that reusable cloth mask. So bring a couple of those or a bunch of disposable ones. You also need a reusable water bottle, something you can have your name on, and not something that you wouldn't be heartbroken if you left behind. That will be helpful too. Bag for dirty clothes, and then on Wednesday, usually we take put a crew together, and we go down and we clean out what's known as the swimming hole. So we got to scrub it and get it all ready for the campers, so they can have a nice time swimming. And Lizzie, have you ever had to clean the swimming hole?
I've never had to clean this anymore because I'm always slaving away at the dishwasher.
So typically, a lot of times it's a guy thing. The guys are typically dying to get out there, but it is not exclusive. Girls can help with that if they want to. Typically they don't want to. But we'll see. Flashlights are a must because we go from the top of the camp down to the bottom of the camp, back up a little bit, and at night, and we hike some trails. So you need a flashlight so you can see where you're going.
It'll be early morning and late nights. You'll be walking outside in the dark every day.
Yeah. Got to watch where you're stepping. No injuries. What not to bring? All right. So you bring a weapon. The only weapon you can bring is the Bible. Okay? No knives, no guns, nothing like that. No nunchucks. No weapons. No walkie-talkies either. You can bring a cell phone.
No
walkie-talkies. No, and we'll get into the explaining of that later if you don't understand the whys on that. Fireworks, not allowed. They're for many reasons. Safety and fire, bad. Fire, no good. Immodest clothing. No, cover it up. All right. No belly buttons.
He doesn't like them. Yeah, you can wear shorts, but be mindful of what they might look like on you.
No Daisy Dukes. Anybody remember what a Daisy Duke is? No shorty shorts.
And another thing you might want to bring, this is off topic.
Yeah.
Bring a sweatshirt. Because one, it gets cold in the cabins.
It does.
And it also gets cold in the kitchen.
It does. Thank you again.
And maybe some sweatpants, if you can.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, none of those tank tops, none of those low crop. I don't want to go through the whole list, but you just got to wear t-shirts, wear comfortable shorts, and closed-toed shoes, and you're going to need some socks. No alcohol, no tobacco, no vapor cigarettes. If you bring any of these items, you're gone. All right. Remember, our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit, and a temple is like a building, and temples don't have arms or hands. So keep your arms and hands to yourself, or you're gone. All right. What to expect? It's hot outside. You're going to drink some water. Yep. And we're going to be drinking some of us drink a lot of coffee, and so we got to have a lot of water.
For every cup of coffee, drink 2 cups of water.
Yeah. Hot. No. Cold. Over ice. These days are long, but they're going to go by fast, and it's very rewarding. You're going to fall in love with your campers, and they're going to fall in love with you. And there'll be a skit night. We're going to do a talent show night, and our group will have a chance to do one of the skits for the talent show. I have no idea what skit we're doing, but we have a lot of creatives and have done these before. And so we'll do a group skit for the talent show. Jesus didn't come to serve. I said that wrong, didn't I? Jesus didn't come to be served, but to serve. And so we do the same. We're not there to be served. We're there to serve. And that's what the week is all about. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for paying attention and seeing what we got to do in order to come to Camp the Hills. This Sunday is when we're loading up. We're taking off. All right. Thanks, Lizzy. Looking
Thanks,
forward to
Lance.
this. We'll see you guys later. I just hit my shin.